Shalom. This is GMSMythdestroyers from the Mississippi camp. I'm a war.
Sahab. I'm Yum.
Alright, and today's topic is basically World War III is even closer. Well, basically the end of this white man's world is even closer than we thought, man. Because right now, it's so much stuff going on at once. It's that they not showing it. They rarely showing you anything, really. You got this Occupy Wall Street that everybody seems to be focusing on, and you got this what else is going on in America?
Raise Rise.
Race right, what? Soul Train Awards.
Oh, you talking about this distracting?
Yeah, that's distracting the people, man.
Yes, Shaq rising his girlfriend back.
Right. Oh yeah, the NBA's back.
Yeah.
They came to an agreement, and they should be playing by this Christmas. That's what these people are into, man. And they're completely just unaware of the fact that this so-called white man right now, to this day, is bringing legislation to where if you own more than 7 days worth of food, you're a terrorist. I mean, damn, the white man's getting ready to get Revelations 12 and 12. The white man's getting ready to come down on the people, man.
Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Exactly. He know if he got but a short time, man. He know if he got but a short time. I'm talking about, they say if you're in part of that 7 day, you got 7 days worth of food, you're a terrorist, and you could be locked up without looking for a lawyer and held in that, basically thrown in the camp, man. You would get thrown in a concentration camp, and you have none of your so-called rights. No right to a trial, none of that. Then if you're missing a finger, terrorist. Ain't that stupid? You could be in your house, man, and making some eggs, man. You missing a finger, you a terrorist, man. And they can come get you. And if they don't like you, basically, they can come get you. That's the point that it's coming to. Alright, go ahead with your scripture.
Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Exactly. Many great miseries is going to be done to these people, man. And you idiots, you stupid Americans, you're going to allow them to let them do that to you, man. You're going to allow them. You think they're just going to come out tomorrow and say, we want to, if you own more than 7 days worth of food, you're a terrorist. You got to take the chip. No. They gonna put you in a position to where that's the only thing that you see, man. That's the only thing that you will want. They gonna tell you the good sides of that bill, man. But they also gonna probably, most likely, gonna put a terrorist attack in America, man. And then they gonna and the white man is the real terrorist here, man. So yeah, it's gonna be an attack here, and they gonna or it's gonna be war. It's gonna be something, and those you stupid Americans are gonna allow them to put that on you, man. You're gonna allow them to do everything. Matter of fact, and another one, and that's proof that this war is closer, man. And if you've seen the video in Iran in the UK, the Tehran embassy, they started rioting, man. Them Iranians, man, talking about death to the UK, man.
And America.
Yep, and America. Then they had the flags of the Israelis, the so-called the so-called Jews, the American flag, and the UK flag. They chant death to England, death to America, and death to them, man. And they put them all together and they was burning them. What does that show you? The Most High is riling it up, getting it ready for war, man. Gearing these people up for war. And while all that's going on, you're not seeing that on the news. You're not going to find that on CNN, man. On that fake news network. You're not going to find any of that. So guess what, man? That means they got these Americans focusing on shit like American Idol and stuff like that. While all this is going on in the mix. Alright?
Yeah, here's Ezekiel 38:4. We're going to start at 3. And say, thus saith the Most High Power, Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Right. Now that's talking about the Russians. God made God, that's talking about the Russians. And because even though God made God were Japhetic, guess what? Esau done moved into their land. So the Lord called them the land, calling it by the land's name. Now, he's telling those Russians, he gonna put hooks in their jaws. Now, when you put a hook in a fish jaw and you, what do you do with that fish? You reel it back to you. So what the Most High is doing with them is he gonna put them in that old frame of mind, which is to destroy, getting that destroy America attitude, man. And we see that happening now. It was a video came out because they leaving the Russians out of these nuclear plans, basically, America and NATO. So they're like, okay, how about this? We creating missiles that destroy nuclear defense system, missile defense system. And we have nuclear, and we placing nuclear, thermonuclear missiles on the borders, man. Basically, he didn't say it directly, but indirectly he said we'll destroy America if you don't want to have talks with us. Because the Russians know America is gonna try to destroy them if they don't destroy America, man. And it falls straight into prophecy. World War III is close, man. And it's close as it's ever been, man. If we make it into the year 2012, Lord willing, we don't, man. America, the Lord comes back. But if we make it in to the year 2012, you thought 2011 was a ride. 2012 is gonna be the white man's hell, man.
That's right.
Along with 2/3 of you niggas, man. All right. He gonna put hooks in the jaws, and he gonna bring them back to that old state of mind. But keep going though. Keep going.
Okay, slide. Ezekiel 38. Let me read that part again. Ezekiel 38 and 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
And every time America was getting in a bad situation with the economy, what did they do? Go to war. So what's different now? It's still the same America. That's how America was built up off of war. All right, go ahead. Except this time, America won't be coming back winning from that war, man. When America came back winning, that's when everything got back right in the economy and everything. But that ain't happening this time. Go ahead.
All of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them. All of them with the shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. The house of Tagamah of the north quarters. and all of his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thy guard unto them.
And one of those nations was the Persians. Who are the today Persians? Those Iranians, man. It was not about what, 70, 80? No longer than 90 years ago when the Iranians stopped being called Persians, man. And they told Russia to be a guard unto them. Now, what is Russia saying to America and all that today? You ain't finna make Iran another Libya. You ain't finna make Syria another Libya. All right?
They really know the truth behind the whole matter, too, then.
Yup. They know the truth. So guess what? That means they trying to destroy him. They gonna get out on America. China and Russia won't gonna get out on America if they do it.
Well, if you play story mode on Call of Duty, that game.
Oh yeah, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
America's at war with Russia.
Yup.
The Russians.
And if you think, and guess what? They fighting on American soil, man.
Oh yeah, they sure will.
I mean, buildings destroyed, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that shit won't happen? Oh yes, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Alright. That was all I wanted from that.
Okay.
It's gonna happen. Alright, get your scripture.
Alright, here's Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right, famines, pestilences. They still got that little Holocaust going down. What's that African nation?
Kenya.
Nah, it was one
Somalia.
Somalia, I believe, where all them people was dying, man.
Yeah, that was just East Africa period, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they expect like 3 million people to die by the end of the month and stuff. Yeah. I hope y'all know that they're still dying over there, man. Which we don't care about you, Ham. But it's the fact of what the scriptures is saying, man. Pestilence is happening. But is Esau showing you the pestilence that's happening? No, he's not. Why? Because if you go back, I remember back 90s and the early 2000s, basically. Very early. Before 2003, they used to show a whole bunch of stuff on the news, like all the pestilences and sicknesses that was going on in the world. And what was the next topic that was brought up right after? Is this the end of the world? People started going crazy when they was people started getting into their Bibles when they seen those things. And people like the end of the world is here. So guess what? They don't show you that on the news no more because everybody's like the end of the world is here. Alright. So, and earthquakes, they don't even tell you how many earthquakes they having anymore. That's because the Lord is on his way back, man. Alright? And it's this movie, I recommend you brothers see it, 11-11-11. Now, of course, every movie has bullshit and stuff like that. It's a pretty good movie overall, just for this movie-wise. But it was a point in that movie where Satan used people and came as false prophets to basically get his message out in the end. And his message was supposed to be heard by the world. And he used people, he used and manipulated people that were of high status and that could influence everybody. And used them, tricked them, lied to them, and then they was like, this man, he's a prophet and blah, blah, blah. Because Satan was working through this man. And guess what? In the end, after Satan was done using them, that man come back and everybody's going to him. Basically, but if you want to look at it from the actual real point of view, what is these elitists trying to do? They trying to make one world under Satan, a new world order. They gonna completely get rid of people who got Bibles and stuff like that. Because also in the movie, I'm not gonna tell you the movie, but a guy had a book. And another guy looked at it and he thought it was the Bible. You know? He was an atheist, by the way. And if you watch anything on Apple Pike, they don't take too kindly to atheists. These Satan worshiping elitist devils, man. They don't like atheists. Alright? Because they know the spiritual powers on the left and the right. Now basically, he thought it was just the Bible, so he tossed it to the side. But really, that was Satan's damn plan to get this to get his doctrine out to the world, man. And they was revealing everything in the end, man. So I recommend the movie to watch.
Which still could be the Bible, because the Most High tells you he give you that same plan.
Yup.
What's gonna happen?
But the thing is, Satan is not gonna win, man. The thing that movie did not show is Satan having to fight against the Israelites, man. That's what the thing that the movie did not show. And in that, Satan's gonna lose. By Satan, I mean the so-called white man, Esau, the devil. And that's who the devil used to spread the doctrine, of course. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 51:11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Most High have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Most High, the vengeance of his temple.
Right. His device is against Babylon. Who is Babylon? America. Everybody should know that, man. Alright. There was more to that.
Verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Most High have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. The Most High of hosts have sworn by himself, saying,
and this is a very covetous nation, man. Even the people in it, these little idiots that roam around, average Joe six-packs, who don't know a damn thing that's going on, even the people in it are covetous, man. Let's talk about America as a whole. They go in these other nations and steal every resource they can get, man. I mean, pluck them naked, man. I mean, just dry. Then leave. Then leave after that, after they done getting what they was gonna get, man. So this is a covetous nation, man.
Yeah.
That's why the World War III, which the Lord speaks of in the scriptures, is going to destroy America, man. This is going to be the last World War. All right, go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. Yea also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Right, and that goes hand in hand with that scripture. He's a proud man who don't keep at home. Are the soldiers ever in America? Hell no, man. They never at home, resting with their families and stuff. They always somewhere else, in Korea, in Japan, in fucking in these Arab nations, in Africa. All these places, in China, in Europe. They never at home, man. And how I know that is, I know a guy who joined the Navy. He don't live in America no more, man. That motherfucker stays up in Japan somewhere, man. Being a simple nigga. He'll tell you he'll fight for America and all that BS. And he'll help America. But I asked him, I was like, people in America ain't living good, man. I'm like, why don't you come back? He said, man, I ain't coming back to America. Be broke like the rest of them motherfuckers. So yeah. Like I said, even the people are covetous of this nation, man. Even a simple, average, and that was a simple Negro, man. All right, go ahead.
All right. Who enlargeth his desire as hell and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto
Right, he's not satisfied. So he has to destroy the people in it too, man. He doesn't get satisfied. When the white man tells you he's satisfied, he's lying to you, man. That's how we know that this so-called white man is just the devil. Anything he tells you, it's a lie. It's a complete lie. If he tells you, I want to just come help the people and we're done, we're happy. No, it just say he's not satisfied. He don't want to help nobody. He coming there to rob, steal, kill, and destroy until there's nothing else to do. And once everything is gone and it's a big desert, he's still not satisfied. He got to go make somewhere else a desert, man. That's why the Most High got to destroy this piece of shit, man, before he destroys the whole entire earth, man. Because you think he feel bad over the oil spill? Hell no, man. All the animals that died, he don't feel bad over that, man. Only thing this damn white boy probably said, hey, gotta be more careful. Then went and kept on going by his business, man. He don't care about the people that died or none of that, man. Go ahead.
All right. And gather, or it says, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay.
Exactly. He increasing shit that ain't his, man. No, nothing that he's doing is his, man. And guess what? It said how long. So guess what? It ain't no more. They ain't taking it. They ain't taking that no more, man. Iran said he ain't finna come in there and increase that which ain't his, man. Not without them doing something about it. Russia said you ain't finna increase that which ain't yours no more, man.
Taxing the world.
You ain't finna tax the world. You ain't finna try to get these resources. Russia the damn devil too. Because the scriptures say they gonna try to enslave everybody once they destroy America. Alright? Because it's all about power. And when you're the so-called white man, it don't matter if you're Russia. Only reason we root for Russia right now is because they gonna destroy America and we gonna get our power then, man. The Lord gonna come back to the nation of Israel. But Russia afterwards, actually, when Russia tries to go on this little let's enslave everybody thing, Israel gonna put a boot in Russia's ass, man. Then burn the weapons. And take a spoil of whatever we please, man. Alright?
Alright. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved. But for the elect's sake.
Exactly. There should be no flesh saved, man. And niggas get mad at us and talk and ask why we get mad at the so-called white man. Cornelius had to be an Edomite. The hell's wrong with you people, man? If this fucking Edomite keeps running the world, there won't be any flesh here, man. The Lord never said that about the Babylonians or the Persians or none of them. Because if they ran the world, they wasn't going to destroy it. But this so-called white man, he's making nuclear missiles, man. Stuff that's not gonna let plants grow anymore. I mean, stuff that permanently damages the earth, man.
No other, if I could say this, no other time in history, except during the rulership of the so-called white man, have you had advertisings talking about save the world, national park reserve, endangered species.
Yup.
There are only so many of this particular species left on the place of the planet Earth. No time in history have you even read anything like that or saw anything like that until the peak of the so-called white man's rulership.
Yep, everything's getting destroyed. The animals. Oh yeah, save the trees.
Yeah, save the trees.
Like really, you're cutting all of our oxygen down, man. You that much of a devil?
He enlarged his desire as hell.
That's why Isaiah 14 tells you the trees gonna rejoice, man. Everything's gonna rejoice, man. Even nature knows your ass is the devil, man. It's just a simple pin-headed Negro who don't know, man. They refuse to, just like that old Jake from last week, man. When we brought up the so-called white man, he brought up antimatter and matter. He did not want to answer the straightforward question. I asked you a direct question. Give me a direct answer, man. Don't give me no sideways answer. And basically, when he did get to using his little indirect answer, it was no, the white man is not the devil. And he don't think that he should be destroyed or go into slavery. And niggas like that gonna get destroyed, man, by thermonuclear destruction. This World War III that's coming to America. Alright? Got a scripture?
Yeah, another precept.
Alright, go ahead.
Revelations chapter 11 verse 18. And the nations were angry, and their wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Exactly. The Lord's gonna destroy them that destroy the earth. Matter of fact, this devil, he clones meat, man. He clones meat. He puts hormones in the chickens. And he actually has these simple niggas believing that if he doesn't do that, put hormones or anything in the chicken or these food or any of this food, that we'll run out of food. They actually believe that. So you telling me in the 50s, in the 30s, in the 1800s, when people was eating all this chicken and cooking all this food, all of a sudden, that's back when people had more children. That's back when everybody was having about what? And then they had more than one woman. They was having like 12 children by one woman. I know Jake was. And then had another woman with children, man. So you telling me that back then, it was no problem with food whatsoever. But today, population, when these bitches is only having 1 or 2 children, and the majority of these black bitches are aborting them, they not having them at all. And a lot of them killing their children. So what do you mean that there's no food? There's a shortage. More of the devil's lies, man.
No, it's just cheaper that way.
Yep.
It's more profit. The same way, instead of going fishing now, where they fishing for fish or unclean animals, shrimp, oysters, clams, they have farms now. They got the shrimp farms, the oyster farms, the catfish farms, the bass farms, and that saves them money because they can go out there and reproduce 500,000, 1 million amphibians and feed them instead of having to have boats, fuel, have fishermen to pay. It's all about business.
Yep, and if you could reproduce, why are you still charging these people that much money? And then they give you the bad food. They give you the old food, man. The food that's already expired. If you want some actual real meat, trust me, if you want real meat that ain't expired, that's fresh, you're paying $50, man. You're paying $40. Just for a piece this damn big, man. Just for a burger, you're paying like $40. What's that, with the Kobe beef?
Kobe beef.
A Kobe beef burger, what, that costs about $40, $50, man. And people will tell you that's one of the best burgers they ever tasted. But the thing about it is, look at how much you paying for something that's actually good, man. People go to McDonald's all the time, man, eating that low-end meat. Go to Taco Bell, eating that low-end meat, man. The leftover meat that's expired by damn 3 weeks, man. And it just got put in the freezer. The Most High gonna destroy them for doing that, man. And you do not fill chickens up with hormones or cows up or feeding them extra shit than they supposed to be fed, man. They did that and they had this thing called the mad cow disease, man. And people were getting sick and they quit showing that. They did something with the cantaloupes not too long ago. This farm, they was fucking with the cantaloupes. Just let the damn fruit grow, man. But you know, a lot of people, this wasn't no regular sickness right here. These people died, whoever ate those cantaloupes, man. So yeah, this so-called white man has to go. He's destroying the earth, man. He's destroying the earth so much, he's destroying the shit that we eat, man. But the prophets don't get affected by that because it says we should eat poison and live, man. Or drink poison and live. Alright?
This is Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof?
Exactly, made the world as a wilderness, and that's part of destroying the earth. We're going to look down on you after we put our foot around your neck, man. Once we tread on your neck, man. Alright, is this the man? Cause like I said, after you ain't gonna come out successful in this World War III, man. You know why Satan showed Albert Pike that vision, man? Just like Satan back in the ancient times with these kings showed them visions of them winning, man. You will win. Use the prophet to come to him. You gonna win. You gonna win. You gonna come out victorious and Israel gonna praise you. Then you got the other prophet who the Lord was dealing with saying, you gonna die, man. Guess what happened? The king believed the Satan prophet and he went out and he died, man. The same thing, the Most High just used angel to lie to this Albert Pike demon, these people who worship Satan and do sacrifice rituals and all that. And once they set these wars up, man, I mean, this last war, America ain't coming out too sharp, man. They gonna almost get this new world order popping. Then the Lord's gonna come back, man. And that's gonna be the end of that, man. All right, go ahead.
Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And Jehoshaphat means Yahweh's judgment. In the valley of Yehoshaphat, that's the correct Hebrew way of saying it, is by Saudi Arabia. They're going to be in that area, man. And that's where they're going to fight. Go ahead.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision.
Right, so once y'all get in that land in the valley of decision, and the multitudes are there, guess what the prophet's going to be doing, man? We just going to be looking in the sky, man. And looking at the signs and looking at the status of this place, man. Like, okay, the Lord's coming back any moment now. Because it won't be any more scriptures to fulfill, man. All it is the only last fulfillment after all that's happening, because the chip gonna be here when that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
So, when all that's happening, the only last fulfillment of the scriptures is the Lord coming back in his glory, man. Alright, go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem. For the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Most High will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel.
Right, the strength of the children of Israel. It's talking about the elect, by the way. And the strength of the children of Israel and the hope of his people, in which, as you can see clearly, he is our hope, man. But the Most High gonna manifest it in that time. Alright? Alright. And that's all I wanted to get across in this lesson. Y'all brothers have any more scriptures, anything else? Basically, the point was proved. America is on the brink of destruction right now. Everything is happening. They're about to come down on you people. They got the war thing is already being started. I mean, Satan trying to put his doctrine out. And notice the movie was named 11-11-11. You know? Equals 33, which is one of their numbers. Yeah. They work by dates and by their satanic numbers, man. So, this, just get ready, man. It's finna be a wild ride, man, in the times to come. It ain't getting no better. Alright, with that, double honors to the elders. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua. Honors to the camps who out there pushing the word. And Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, rock them. Shalom.
So